Cher here, and I'm back with my second opinions video. I don't want to dwell in this intro for too long. I just want to leave a small reminder that these are, of course, my opinions. People are free to disagree or agree as much as they see fit, but the moment I start seeing unhelpful comments, that's where the line ends. Also, this is not an unpopular opinions series, so I don't want to see comments like, oh, you said that? So original. I never said I was going to be original in regards to these, I just wanted to put my thoughts out there.
Let's go on.
Number 1. Cardi B needs to get out of the business. Let's see. Refuses to drop new music, though she's still releasing singles for no reason whatsoever? Check. Gets mad at her fans when they ask legit questions about where her new album that she promised is? Check. Believes the only way she can stay relevant in the public eye is to create drama wherever she goes? Also check. It's clear that something is going on with Cardi mentally, and if she's not going to work, she might as well leave. Cardi, the door is right behind you. You can walk out of it whenever you want. This goes out to Doja Cat too, by the way. I know she hasn't been relevant in literal months, but as long as she's still making music while also acting like she's owed everything in society, this statement about the door will always apply to Doja too. Perhaps she and Cardi can learn a lot from each other in therapy, and that's not even a diss. I really hope these two go to therapy and work out their shit. Number 2, I don't need to listen to Ice Spice's full album to know that it's bad. To put it bluntly, as a couple of YouTubers on this platform had already said, if you heard one Ice Spice song in your life, you've heard them all. Listening to that album would be completely pointless unless you are a fan of any of the people who put in a feature on any of Spice's songs, but even then, every single one of her featured artists that she got had better material on their own than the verses they had put in with Spice. Yes, that also includes the rappers that we also didn't see as good to begin with either. I'd rather listen to Central C rapping about his bitch being gay than to any split second of Did It First. Number 3. Just because Ice Spice's talent bar is in hell doesn't mean that Lotto and Sexy Red are all that either.
Bitch, I said what I said.
I don't need to explain this one when both of their discographies exist, which is what I would say before Lotto's recent album dropped. Maybe I'm just getting a lot more cynical about rap lately, but I don't think all of it is that bad. However, while Lotto and Sexy Red are better by default, I've listened to Sexy Red more recently, and her material isn't exactly lyrical miracle stuff either. Perhaps that's what people don't mind, and I'm not going to attack people who do, because I like my mindless vibes too.
I don't want a valuable line lesson. I just want an ice cream.
In terms of Lotto though, I've been pushed away from listening to her music because my first and second exposures to her were
yeah, bitch, I could be a fantasy. I could tell you got big, deep energy. Leave them clothes at the door. What you ain't for? Better come and hit your goal.
Yeah, you can do what you will with that information. However, time has most certainly passed since those two songs, and perhaps if I hear Lotto's next singles in the future, opinions will change. But as I always say, only time will tell. Number 4, I'd rather have generic Katy Perry than political Katy Perry. Now, this is coming from a person who hasn't listened to Katy Perry since she dropped her Never Worn White single, a song that's personally still beautiful to me, but I can understand why others won't like it as much as I do. It's more than obvious that Katy was trying to have lightning strike twice after Chained to the Rhythm did so well years ago, but after finally listening to Woman's World while trying to avoid it for so long, yeah, I have to agree with the rest of the majority here. The song is pretty bad. I know cringe is a part of Katy Perry's brand, and there was nothing wrong with it before, but that was back when corny pop music was meant for fun in the clubs, not trying to throw feminist messages into a mindless pop track. Do I want fun pop to come back? Yes, and it has been, so what's the problem? The problem is when you try to mix fun with a topic on partial man-shaming, making the song completely exclusive to only women who, mind you, also don't like this either. Also, you know that reception to a music video is bad when the majority of the popular comments are in the tone of, what the hell is this? Better yet, you know this song or music video isn't about female empowerment when you got Trisha freaking Paytas featured on it. All I want to say to you, Katy, if you're listening, is please, my love, if you want to make fun pop music again, please make it unserious. Stop with this political pandering garbage. If you can't do that, then I suggest you need to get out of the business for a super long while because it seems that brain rot is seeping into your creative streak. Number 5. Seriously, what the hell is K-pop's obsession with Meghan Trainor? No one asked for this. No one sane has ever asked for this. First, we got Hwasa with I Love My Body, which not only was a bad idea musically because her beautiful voice got replaced with that ugly, infamous nasal drip, but it also came out as a clapback to the sexual performance at a university festival incident. Second, we got Bull 4 featuring aespa's Giselle singing Lips, which, with me being a Bull 4 stan, made me cry out of secondhand embarrassment because I know Bull 4 has better music and talent than this. Now we have Somi with Ice Cream, which is the most Meghan Trainor ripoff type of music I've ever heard. Yeah, Blackpink's Ice Cream with Selena Gomez was bad, but Somi's version is so much worse, and I can't believe I'm saying that. Somi's solo music has always been bad, but who the hell said that giving her a fake Southern United States accent would make it better? Even watching the music video for the full story forces me to think about Dear Future Husband, which, if that song were a book, I'd definitely burn it out of existence. Disclaimer, please don't burn books, that was a joke. Back to the overall question. I don't seem to understand what K-pop companies see in Meghan Trainor. If it's because, oh, she must be popular, I hate to give out spoilers to people, but Meghan Trainor has never ever been liked by the majority of Western pop listeners. If K-pop thought her song Mother was successful, it actually wasn't. Every critic under the sun had to apologize to the Chordettes personally because Mr. Sandman is a national treasure that got butchered by this talentless hack. Meghan is still trying to get on the charts, but every single song did so badly that the only place some of them did even chart on this year was in England. So if the West doesn't even give this woman any form of credit, why the hell should Korea care? Is this because of Meghan's conservativeness? I know South Korea are behind the times and all, but I didn't think that entertainment companies would stoop this low. So low that talented singers would have to throw away their own original voices in order to get a hit that even Western fans would like. Sorry to burst your bubbles, but Western fans hate them even more. So these 3 ladies better have a comeback ready to serve as an apology for all of this. Number 6. Welcome Post Malone to the circle of artists who love to grift genres. This was talked about a few years ago when Post Malone made the jump from hip-hop to pop rock with his single Circles. We all pretty much agreed that it was this type of music where Post truly belonged because hip-hop made the man feel the most out-of-place artist in that genre. I'm pretty sure hip-hop heads are relieved that Post hasn't come back to the genre since. However, even Post Malone's pop rock career hasn't lasted long either, because it seems that after the failed quality reception that was his Austin album, pop and rock listeners refused to have him around either. In fact, Austin was his worst-selling album, with 12 Karat Toothache not so far behind. So what is he doing now? Well, ever since his collab with Noah Kahan last year, Post has been diving more into the folk country side of music, his most successful single as of recently being a collab with Morgan Wallen of all people. Jesus, Post, out of everyone to make music with, why the alcoholic who had to go on a literal apology tour for saying the N-word? Actually, now that I think about it, for the first few years of Post's career, he's been riding off the backs of popular black hip-hop artists to get his music off the ground. So pairing himself up with a racist drunkard might not be so far off from Post Malone's brand that he's been building since the very beginning. Since the Morgan collab, every single Post released afterwards was also with a popular country star. If you look at the potential track list for Post's newest album, F1 Trillion, which is going to drop on the 16th of this month, almost every single song on this 18-song behemoth is going to feature a different country artist. How the hell did this man get Dolly Parton on his payroll? Dolly, I love you, but why? I suppose the appeal to this album is that both Post and his feature artist were responsible for making music, but as I said before, this just screams genre grifting. He took a note from Machine Gun Kelly's and Kid Rock's playbooks, and he is just going to keep jumping different genres until he finds an audience that doesn't hate him. How about this, Post? Maybe you just make not good music and that's why your album stopped selling. Austin was a slog to listen to. And this is coming from a person who was forced to listen to the whole thing. Post Malone is not the only artist who does this, I'm fully aware. But I'm just sick and tired of people saying that a song with Morgan Wallen's name on it is actually good when it's just wishful thinking. Number 7. Groups made from Boys Planet contestants are excelling in boy group K-pop. I don't know what was in the water at Boys Planet, but every single group that features Boys Planet contestants are making fire tracks left and right.
Oh, baby, I'll make you sweat, 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 sweat. Burn it up, turn it up. Closer, closer, 점점 커진 숨소리. 관심 없는 시선들.
Number 8. The New Jeans pre-debut videos. The situation is that someone from Dispatch got their hands on videos taken of the New Jeans members prior to their debut, and these videos ended up being released to the public, showcasing how the original choreography for Attention was supposed to be a lot more sexual than its final incarnation. Before you start accusing me of indulging in those same videos, no, I did not watch them. You can find news blogs and Twitter feeds on the subject explaining the content without having to watch the disgusting material. I think Dispatch realized how this was a problem too, because as soon as they posted this information, the videos were later deleted from Dispatch's website as recently as a week ago. Since this, because this is the goddamn internet, people have been reposting the debut videos to YouTube to show what Dispatch was trying to delete. There was a reason why Dispatch deleted the videos, everyone. No one wants to see literal children act sexy on camera. Stop reposting them. You are just as bad as the people who recorded this trash and created the original choreo in the first place. How is it that you people complain about Le Seraphim's too sexual choreo because Eunchae is still a teenager, but in the same breath, indulge in these scandalous pre-debut videos of New Jeans? When I said in the last video that K-pop stans really don't care about minors, this is exactly what I meant. Speaking of Dispatch, by the way, Dispatch is Korean TMZ, and neither one should be given flowers for their so-called work. Most of you are probably too young to remember what TMZ was like during my childhood, but TMZ was basically the same news outlet who put Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, and Amanda Bynes through hell when they were at their peaks. This outlet was the reason why the common people cheered whenever a celebrity would destroy a paparazzi camera. I suppose nowadays they are more laid back because America hate bombed them for a good few years, of course for good reason. But even with that being the case, I'll never forgive them for their sins. So when I look at what Dispatch is doing, I can't help but relive my past TMZ trauma because Dispatch is a past TMZ-style news outlet. They don't provide anything to the Korean public except gossip and drama, and it's disgusting. The last two opinions I'll make on this video are not exactly music-related, but I feel this video won't be complete if I don't add them anyway. Number 9. Logan Paul has not learned anything from his past scandals. He will never learn anything, and just like Sia, he does not deserve a redemption arc whatsoever.
He's an asshole.
Then last but not least, why the hell did Disney decide to put Stitch's skin over a 1984 CGI gremlin? I mean, I knew live-action Lilo & Stitch was going to be bad, but I didn't think Disney would be that lazy when it comes to recreating the most lovable character they have in their catalog. I think it's about time that Disney fans are finally done with lazy live-action adaptations of their favorite movies, because it entirely looks like Disney no longer gives a crap about their movie franchises anymore. And that's it for today's Cait's Consideration Inspiration Corner. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to hit the button and subscribe for some more content. As a reminder, if you guys have any topics for me to get into, please share them down below. I'm Cait, Cher, and it's been real. Ciao!